Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Housewives Tea. In this week's Housewives Tea, I'll be talking about Kim Zolciak divorcing her husband, then stopping the divorce. I also will be talking about Kyle Richards divorcing her husband, Marciano Ulimsky. I also will be talking about Drew Sidora's divorce from Ralph. I also will be talking about Monique speaking out about why she is divorcing Chris Samuels. It was a lot of divorce news this week going on in Celebrity Roundup. And like I said at first, Kyle Richards had announced earlier this week that she was divorcing, that her and her husband, well, it was rumored, and then a lot of the blogs were saying that Kyle Richards and Marciano Maminsky was divorcing after 12 years. Say, huh? What's going on? And then a day later, Kyle Richards put out a statement and said they would like to have their privacy during this time, even though they decided to separate and split. I'm just paraphrasing what she said. And so I was just so surprised, and I know it was rumored last year. I think at the end of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I think it was either the reunion or the last couple of episodes that people had started looking at because I was seeing it online. People that started looking at that he was taking Dorette a lot of places and flirting with Dorette and doing stuff with Dorette. So they was assuming that it was Dorette, but I don't know what the split is. She never did say what the split was. She just said they want to keep their privacy now. On other divorce fronts, Kim Zolciak and Croy Bergman were going back and forth earlier this month. He accused her of being a stalker and an unfit mother. She accused him of being an abuser, and it was so back and forth. And then yesterday they said Croy and Kim made up, and they're stopping the divorce proceedings. And she showed all kind of pictures. I think I got this from the Jasmine brand. I think they got it from Radar Online. But anyway, she was showing all kind of pictures of them at some kind of 4th of July thing where they made up and they decided not to get a divorce. A lot of people have been saying that Kim probably just was doing that divorce stuff just to get a storyline back on Atlanta. And it might be true because I think they're thinking about bringing Kim back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta because Kim already said that she was in financial woes and she blamed it on Croy for a while. And then Croy was blaming her for spending up all this money. So now they're back together. So I guess because they're back together and she might come back on Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta, that she might have a little income coming in. But anyway, on another divorce note, Monique from Love and Marriage DC and Real Housewives of Potomac had said some kind of cryptic thing a couple of weeks ago, saying that her and what you call was getting a divorce. Her and Chris Samuels was getting a divorce after I think they were married like 11 years. And so she was saying that when she come back from her vacation, she's gonna tell the real reason why. And so yesterday she was on her Instagram and somebody posted it on Twitter, and she was saying that after she it had to do with Love and Marriage DC, she said it was like after she looked at I guess maybe looked at the films or whatever, she was saying that she noticed that she was screaming and hollering at people and doing that stuff because she had kept so much stuff inside. She thought she was happy because she had a good life and she had a husband and she had kids and she had a good life, she had business, but she was happy. She wasn't happy inside. She wasn't happy inside. So she said her and Chris decided to do their healing separately instead of together. I think it was the fact, the way that she looked on Love and Marriage DC, and people were starting to realize that she was the problem in the marriage and not Chris, and stuff like that. So she talking about she gonna work on herself and doing self-care and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, when Chris did that, I think it was like in May, when he was talking about all the weight he had lost and stuff, and people were thinking that he was on that Exepic, but he said he wasn't on it. He said he just lost weight for himself. And then at the end, when he was sharing the pictures, he was saying, "Oh, watch out, Love and Marriage DC. And I'm saying, what are you talking about, Love and Marriage DC for? I didn't think nothing else. I didn't think nothing of it. But then a lot of people were saying when the stuff was going on with BravoCon late last year, they were saying that she wanted that to be a storyline with her and Chris were having problems in their marriage. But I think when the table turns and people started looking more at her and stuff like that, she wanted to portray a different narrative. But I don't know. It had been rumored for years of the Real Housewives of Potomac that she had cheated on Chris with some kind of trainer. Now she said that was not true, so I don't know. But like I said, she just said that she had to work on herself and stuff, and so her and Chris decided to separate to work on their individual selves by themselves. But she said they're still going to do a co-parenting, and so I wish them well. I don't wish nobody any hard feelings on their marriage breaking up. I am glad that Kim and Croy are coming back together, but like I said, I wish the best for all of these people and stuff. Even though I don't know them, you don't want nobody's marriage to break up or have anything like that. But anyway, on the last divorce news, Drew was on Watch What Happens Live. Like I said, I'm going to do a separate video with her on Watch What Happens Live. But you could tell when Andy was asking her those questions, she was kind of teary up, and you could tell that whatever Ralph did to her hurted her. And stuff like that. But she was saying that it was just she had did I think a People magazine article or something like that, and that's where I got this story from. When People was, I think the first one broke that they were breaking up and they were getting a divorce, and so she said it just comes a time when you have to. Well, when you have to really look at yourself and stuff like that. She said it came to a turning point that she had to realize that things were not going to change. And she was saying at first she thought he was going to change, but she was saying he kept doing the same inappropriate behavior that he had. And she said some of the stuff that was going on in their lives outside of reality TV started going on reality TV and started being shown on reality TV. And I was saying, well, yeah, Drew, when you're on reality TV, do you have to show a certain part of your life? But it was the way he was acting toward Drew and stuff like that. So she said she reached her boiling point, and she was saying there was nothing else that she could do to try to save the marriage. So she just decided to file for divorce. And stuff like that. So that I was just paraphrasing what she said in the article, but I'll put the links in the article, the stuff in the article in this video. And like I said, I wish Drew well and stuff like that. I seen a couple of pictures of the Real Housewives of Atlanta where they were having their after show pictures because I saw the mid-season trailer. It's gonna be good. One thing that was announced in the mid-season trailer that Sonia Richards Ross is pregnant. So I said, ooh, she made sure that she had a storyline not only for season 15 but 16 too. And then the stuff with Drew and Ralph, that's gonna be on the mid-season thing, and then something with Candy and also Marlo. So it looks like the mid-season trailer is gonna be good. I'll put some of the photos in there. Also, the Real Housewives of Dubai, they had some photos. I seen a new photo of Stansberry and Chanel Lyon hugging and being friends and stuff like that. And so they had some pictures earlier of them filming earlier in the season. Also, Married to Marison, I seen where Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie were taking their confessional pictures, and then they showed all of the Married to Medicine people at some kind of 4th of July event. And then Phaedra came out and answered a friend's question when she said, well, Phaedra, how's everything working with you and the group? She said, you'll have to watch it November the 5th. And like I said on Twitter, they took over Atlanta's spot, being coming on in November, and on November the 5th. But anyway, also the Real Housewives of New York is supposed to be premiering tomorrow night. I saw that trailer about a month ago. That's the first scene looks good and stuff like that. So I'll probably watch the premiere episode and maybe DVR it and to see if I want to review it, because I do have quite a few shows to review already. But I'm gonna show some of the cast pictures and some of the promo things before the show. I also going to be talking about. I'm also going to be talking about that show with Lou Ann and Sonia called Creepers Lake. They had some new promo pictures that came out this week too, and stuff like that. And also Portia's ex Dennis said that he wanted to fight. I think his name is called Marceau or Marseille because his wife had cancer, and he was saying that they could go out and fight to raise money for cancer because it was an episode on something where it admitted on Love and Marriage Huntsville that his wife was battling cancer. Dennis McKinley, Portia's ex, wanted to do like a celebrity boxing match to raise money. But anyway, those are all of the topics that I have in this celebrity roundup. Not celebrity, in this Housewives Tea video. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out.